With Ballerina out this weekend, it's time to do what is probably an impossible task, and that is ranking all of the John Wick movies, including Ballerina. Let's get into this. Welcome back to the Cinefanatics. My name is Robert Adams. Today I've got a ranking of all 4 John Wick movies and Ballerina. But right before I get into any of this, first of all, this is my opinion. What are yours? Let me know down below in the comments. While you're down there, like and subscribe. You know, the YouTube things. Alright, so first of all, before I jump into any of this ranking, first things first, this is one of the hardest franchises to rank. If you're like me, you know there's not a single bad movie in this franchise. In the Ballerina review that we did, I was talking about comparing it to the Mission Impossible movies, and how, like, usually you see most people will put Mission Impossible 2 as the lowest of the franchise, but overall that franchise has bangers from end to end. That's even more true with the John Wick franchise. Every single movie in the John Wick franchise is phenomenal. They're all great, they're all entertaining, they're all enjoyable. It's going to be very hard to say something negative about these. That being said, I'm going to stress this over and over again. Number 5 and 4, whatever, does not mean that I hate these movies, that they're terrible movies. Something has to be down in that number, and that's just where those movies go. Everyone understand? Do we all agree? If you don't agree, let me know your thoughts again down in the comments. It helps the channel, yada yada yada. Y'all know all this. Let's just jump into this ranking. At number 5, John Wick Chapter 2. I love how this movie feels like a natural progression from the first one. Yosef is dead, everything involving the Russian mafia is over, John can return to his peace. Oh, no he can't. The only issue I truly have about this movie is that the high table lore, I don't feel like it was explained that well, or that was just overly explained, and it didn't make much sense when you watch that movie for the first time. And especially by the end of the movie, where it feels like there's more assassins in the world than there are untrained people who think they know how to use a gun only because they're Republican. That's about as close as I'm gonna get to a political joke on here. That being said, I think the 3rd and 4th movie do a little bit better job of explaining the lore and making it feel more natural than this movie did. Number 4, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Now's when we really get into the absurd. The whole world seems to be gunning after John Wick while he's traveling the whole world. Meeting up with Halle Berry is definitely a plus, but then he has to chop off his finger and make his way back, all while everyone's chasing him down. And the Adjudicator just seems like an over-the-top cartoonish villain. And we're supposed to believe that John Wick can fall off the roof of the Continental and still survive. It's fun, but the outlandishness is just a little too much in this movie. But number 3, Ballerina from the world of John Wick, yada yada yada. It felt like a welcome addition to the John Wick family. It did feel like something new while still playing in the world of John Wick. I enjoyed Eve's storyline, and I can't wait to rewatch this movie. The acting and the fight choreography are all top-notch. I know that there's supposed to be like this rumor of a John Wick 5 for some weird reason, but I would really love to see a sequel to this now going forward. Number 2, John Wick. This is a perfect movie to kick off this franchise with. While it's very small in scope, there's no high table lore, nothing explored outside of like the Continental's rules. It does a phenomenal job of creating this world that's going to be expanded in the future movies, and setting that up and knowing what we're looking for in those future movies, what needs to be set up and created. This movie does a really good job with that. Plus, the cast is amazing. I especially love Michael Nyqvist, John Leguizamo, Alfie Allen, who continues to play characters that you just want to see beaten to a pulp and just a fist to the face. Like, I'm not trying to be violent, but every time I see him on the screen, his character, I just... And then you have Keanu Reeves, who at this point when this movie came out was starting to get some flack for some of his roles, like some of them just not being interesting, his acting not being that good. And then this movie came out and I feel like it reset his entire career. And he does a fantastic job playing this emotional ex-hitman. I really cannot imagine anyone else in this role. Number 1, John Wick, Chapter 4. In what feels like a fitting conclusion for the story, which again makes me very hesitant about this rumored like John Wick 5, I love how this closes and sums everything up. The life of John Wick, the lore of the High Table, all the friends and frenemies we've made along the way, and more of that retching, ooh, like reactions to action scenes and action set pieces in this movie, including one of the best finale showdown conclusions of almost any movie I've ever seen. I love that end fight. Plus, you throw in Donnie Yen and Hiroyuki Sanada, and this particular movie is the peak, the top of what this franchise has to offer. Anyways, that's going to be my ranking of all of these movies. Again, I know this is hard. This is one that I'm really curious as to your opinions. Again, let me know down below in the comments. What are your reasons for why you would put, like, say, John Wick 2 as number 1? Like, where do you shift everything and why? Let's have a full-on discussion because I am very intrigued by everyone else's opinion and their ordering of these movies. There's not a wrong answer anywhere. I just want to see what yours are. So again, let us know down below in the comments. Make sure you come follow us at what we're doing here at the Cinefanatics. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. We are at the Cinefanatics on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me personally at RCA Reacts on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterboxd, also youtube.com/@RCA Reacts. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Very much appreciate each and every single one of you watching us. I don't know what we did to deserve people watching us, but thank you for being a part of this, and please continue to come back, help grow this channel with us. So we would very much appreciate that. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.